'Cause you're harder than the sun, and you're better than the drugs I used to love. I would lose my decadence. I'd do it.
Shit. Oh, God.
Okay, so
What happened?
we got to start the podcast, technically.
Oh.
We can't,
Hey, everybody.
we can't just jump into the campaign. The listeners aren't ready. Listeners, and you're looking at one camera. You're looking at camera one. I'm looking at camera two.
2, 1. Hello.
Welcome to podcast 61, part 1. Because chronologically speaking, I think there might be 3 parts total.
This is part 1 of 3?
Yeah.
But this is also the 3rd part of the video podcast.
The
Of the
4th.
story. Oh,
The
4th.
4th. It's Act 4. It's Act 4 of the zombie RPG.
Oh.
But I'm giving the listeners a little taste of what's to come because there are more kind of sessions ahead that's
Right.
gonna all composite episode 61. Someone just got home. It's okay.
Oh, it's Sierra. Hello, Sierra. Hi. How are you?
A dog just walked into the house.
Open the door. Followed by Encore. What's up, Sierra?
Oh, did I take Encore's parking spot? I
Oh.
thought I wasn't taking Encore's spot.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I thought you were working.
Courtesy text goes a long way.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Sorry, Encore.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Yeah, so this part itself, it might be so long that we split it up into videos. In any case, let's recap what the listeners. I gotta eat here too, so I excuse the food sounds. But let me get some music in. We're gonna fucking get into this.
This is podcast 61. Is that
Podcast 61,
61 like A?
potentially. So where we left off. Are you hearing this?
Oh, yeah.
Because the listeners are hearing this.
Is this Cody and Gabriel?
Oh boy. It was a sunny day in Los Angeles. It was back in 2015. Obama was still president. Can you believe that?
That's when we started this?
Yes. Those were the good old days. I'm going to do a quickie recap for everyone. It was May of 2015, right?
Wow.
You all wake up and you realize there's a zombie apocalypse. It's what you've seen in the movies and on the TV shows. It's exactly that. You, Josh, and Harris all wake up independently in your own apartments. Okay, you realize you're part of a group chat with an unknown number. It says, quote, at UCLA, I am field. What is that? I don't even know. 4 a.m.
Oh, at 4 a.m.?
Yeah. Sorry, the timestamp was 4 a.m. So, you also start realizing things about yourself, right? Josh, he has a boosted intellect. Harris has super strength, and you would look like a zombie. There's no immediate, you don't immediately notice if that's a power, but it ends up being one. That all is the introduction. In the very beginning, right, I had to go through all this shit because this was years ago.
I can't believe it was 2015.
I know. Josh, right, talks to Harris, and you guys all communicate and realize you guys are gonna pick each other up. Josh goes to Harris's place. Harris escapes our old
Delmas?
apartment. Delmas, yes.
Delmas.
Eventually, you get another message that says, "Yo, sorry, this is Gary. I'm locked in a bathroom at the Wooden Center. Come help a brother out."
Oh, wow. More detail.
The Wooden Center is the gym at UCLA. And that's an important text, Matt. Don't forget that. At some point, we pick up Matt, and then a school bus shows up, and there's a shootout, and there's a crazy guy on the school bus.
Is there a fight in my garage?
Yes, at some point. There were fights kind of everywhere.
Okay.
But Jake the Snake shows up. You guys meet Jake the Snake. You save him. He shoots Harris in the leg. Josh has made some Molotov cocktails with his intellect.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Jake the Snake's from Texas. That's right. As that all kind of the session 1 comes to a close with a Hummer arriving with this assailant. Right.
Takes our blood?
Yeah, he shows up in the car with you guys. He gets your blood.
Yeah.
He bounces, And then as he's leaving, a chopper shows up, blows up his Hummer, and follows him. At some point, Harris and Josh try to track him, but they fail to do so. You go off with Jake the Snake. The four of you kind of reconvene. Also, you have the cat from Delma Street.
Wait, no,
The tabby.
Weren't we on our street? Wasn't this all happening?
Yeah,
like,
this was all on
Keystone?
Keystone, but Harris and Josh took the cat with them from Delmas.
Oh, right.
Because the cat just showed up in Harris's apartment.
Right.
Harris in my old apartment. We got a bunch of spam from Harris's cupboards. Josh stabilizes Harris's wound, and you guys all level up. And I'll get to your specs in a second. Oh, that's right. I gotta get my dice out.
Did you bring dice? Should I go get dice?
I've got dice. Oh my god. Okay, so you guys all basically decide to get in the car and you're gonna try and get Gary. You have Jake the Snake with you, and you have these bags of guns because they were on the bus with Jake. Jake's like, yeah, take some guns. So you guys all have these guns. You have this.
Oh, we took a bag, right?
You had two bags. Oh, the assailant stole one of the bags, so you have one bag.
Right.
Although you don't have any bags, and we'll get to that.
Yeah, we aren't caught up to where I am.
So you go through this freaking mob of zombies. Jake rolls horribly and shoots out your front tire. You crash into a statue.
Oh yeah.
And then, as you're leaving, as you're kind of like leaving the scene of this accident, Rose and you can smell these real humans in the crowd of zombies, and you're kind of moving north towards UCLA.
Is that a multiple humans?
Yes, 2 humans.
2.
And you can smell that. Like, you know it's 2. And you see one of them in the crowd, and the cat leaves your party, goes up under the shoulder of this human in the crowd who only you see, and then you decide to try and investigate what's happening. And you walk into the crowd of zombies, but they don't care about you because you're level 2
Zombie.
zombie-powered human. Yeah.
Did I say anything to the group as I left? Was it like, guys, I have to go?
It was kind of like, I have to do this. I need to investigate this. And Josh gave you a pistol.
Oh.
And he said, just in case anything gets spicy.
Spicy. Oh, right. That was like the last line.
Josh was like kind of upset about it, but then he eventually knew what you needed. So,
all right.
So right now, you have a pistol. I as far as I know, you have nothing else on you. You're quite thirsty and quite hungry.
Right. I have like a thirst or a hunger for meat.
Yeah, raw meat.
Raw meat.
You realize you cooked. The first thing you did was you tried to eat here, and you cooked meat, and it wasn't that good.
It wasn't good.
You realized you wanted it raw.
Yeah. Okay. Cat's looking pretty tasty.
Oh my gosh. And at the end of that podcast, I said, we should do this more often. As long as it's not, months and months apart, we'll be fine. I literally said months and months, and that was me in April of 2016.
Oh,
That's
April?
insane.
April.
So,
Wow.
at level 1,
Yeah.
as your zombie powers,
I can smell.
you had 20 hit points, right? That's how you started. You blended okay. That was your main power. Is that zombies could kind of like they wouldn't immediately go for you.
Did I have to like roll?
You
for
would
that?
roll for that
Yeah.
basically. That's interesting. When you leveled up to 2, where you're at now, you got the smell capability where you could distinguish between humans and zombies in 100-foot radius just by smell. So that even like that goes through like some walls and stuff, as long as there aren't like sealed rooms and such. Is realistically speaking. You also got 5 hit points to your current pool and your capacity. So although you had taken some beating, so you are currently at 15 out of 25, and I'm gonna track all this.
I'm currently at 15.
You're at 15 out of 25.
I don't even remember taking a beating. I don't remember when that
Well,
happened.
you got hit. Josh Crit failed a Molotov cocktail, and
it like hit me in the
you
face.
got hit with some of that. You guys were all all got fire damage from this explosion. There was some tussling for sure.
Okay.
Oh my god, I haven't even. Okay, so also your nose got a little bigger. I think this was.
Julier?
This was a
Like-
joke within the campaign. I think that like you're basically you could imagine. We'll just imagine it as it got Jewier. That's when you leveled up. You're like, ugh, and you got a bigger Jew ridge.
Okay.
And that gave you the smell expert perk.
Smell expert, which gives me the 100 feet radius.
Yes.
It's a 100-foot radius?
Yes.
Wow.
Radius, yeah.
Wonderful.
This is the Spider-Man soundtrack, for those who are wondering. It's fucking jammy.
Jamming. All right, so I just like walked into this crowd with a pistol in hand.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna like just slide it into my waistband.
You're going to try and conceal a little bit?
I'm gonna conceal that. I don't think the zombies need to know that I got a weapon on me.
Okay, so you go in this crowd. We can cut off the music for now. You follow this guy. He looks kind of like a zombie himself, but underneath is just kind of an average looking white dude.
And he has the cat on his shoulder?
Yeah, he's got the cat now. But as you get through the crowd, there's probably like a horde of like 50 to 100 who go on to follow Josh and them as they're going north.
Oh, so we've kind of split as a zombie horde.
No, there's one horde, and you just like the horde goes through you. So you're walking south on the road, and the zombie is going north after Josh. And then you pass through, and remember, you smelled 2 humans. And as you pass through, you realize that the guy who winked at you, he's there. The cat jumps off his shoulder and is kind of walking beside you guys. And like I said, he looks zombie-ish, but ultimately he's an average white dude. He's got short, dark hair.
Okay.
He's like 5'8". I'd say a tight 160.
Oh, fit.
For
a zombie, looking pretty good.
And, just kind of beat up like jeans and a
Do I
jacket.
do I know if he's like a level 1? Has he had some experience? Is he?
You have no idea. All you know is that underneath everything, he's human.
So I'm kind of standing there, rocking this like current, and they are kind of like
pass through you.
passing through me. So I just like start walking with the said white zombie dude.
Yeah, you're following him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm gonna keep I'm gonna latch on and like kind of be like a pace or two behind him, so it's not just like I'm walking next to him like, what up, dude?
Okay. I will remind you because you're level 2, your level 1 is kind of a given now, so you don't have to roll to like not be noticed by zombies. Right. Because it used to be kind of a thing that maybe you do, maybe you don't.
Okay.
So they definitely don't notice you unless you make some kind of ruckus or anything. So you get through the crowd. You realize there's this guy, this white guy, and then this other guy who's a black guy and similar build, maybe a little more buff, maybe a little more short. Definitely both those things. In any case, he's the other human you can now tell,
Think
right?
of like a James.
So you start walking.
All right.
And the first guy, do I have anything written down for this guy? Basically, he goes, he turns around and kind of in a low voice, he goes like, "Hey there, friend. What's your name?"
I think for a minute I go, I don't know if names are necessary right now, but I couldn't get your guys' smell out of my nose, and I didn't know that there were others like me right now. What's your name?
My name's Peter.
Peter.
And he puts his hand out to shake.
Oh man, I shake. I'm Matt. Am I Matt? I'm Matt, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Matt.
Okay, quick aside out of game. I wanted to be clear here because as I was running through some like there's any sort of thing can happen in this campaign.
It's just like a free form.
Right, but it's so freeform, and you have this zombie power, but ultimately you're still Matt. You're not a hero in D&D.
Right.
You won't be miraculously spit out by a lunar whale. So you could definitely die tonight.
Okay.
Like you got to play like you would
It's
play,
me.
and you got to play like you want to live.
Yeah. Okay. Then I don't even say I don't think names are necessary. I'm just gonna straight go like, yeah, man. Hey, man. I'm Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, we noticed that you were like one of us.
Yeah. What is us?
Well, it's quite the story.
Oh,
and it's only been 24 hours, but there's been a lot of things. So walk with us. This
who's the other guy?
This is Ben.
Ben.
Ben comes over. He says, "Hey, what's up, man?"
What's up, man? Shake his hand. Are we like noticed by the other zombies? Like,
Well, it doesn't look like it. We I wasn't sure if you were going to come, walk into this crowd over here, but you went ahead and did, and they didn't notice you. So it looks like we're all kind of on the same page here.
Yeah, the cat followed. Peter winked. I had to be here. So
Peter says, "Yeah. No, it's we're pretty fortunate.
yeah, pretty crazy.
Where do I begin? So,
Tell me, because my day's been hectic as hell. Tell me what you know.
yeah. So we are actually scientists at UCLA.
Both of you.
Yeah. Well, we kind of brought Ben in on this mission once the day kind of started. We realized he had the intellect for this kind of thing all of a sudden, whereas before he didn't. And I was already kind of in the biomedical field, and we were doing some research and testing, on stuff like that before this all happened, and then we just struck pay dirt with all this crazy stuff going around, and we're just trying to keep a head on a swivel.
Did you? Is this like you made yourself this way?
No.
No, you just happened.
But that would be neat, huh?
Indeed.
Now walk with us. So
I Ben just like
he looks at you and he kind of shakes his head like, just don't say anything.
don't worry about Peter.
Peter, you guys kind of start taking because you guys are all south of UCLA. The Horde and Josh were moving towards UCLA.
Are we in Palms?
No, because you drove north.
Oh,
right?
we drove right.
You drove north. You got to Wilshire, which is like right under UCLA.
Right there.
And you just you kind of walk a block east, and then you start walking north up, like whether it's Gailey or Westwood, doesn't really matter. We're just walking towards campus because of these guys.
Sure. But we're all in the Horde.
No. So you passed the Horde.
I'm confused.
Sorry, there's like a Horde as in like. Oh, that's true. There's zombies kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
But when I say Horde, I think of like a rock concert, right?
Yeah.
And there was a rock concert of zombies after Josh and them. And
Oh,
you were
going
able
after
to
them.
walk through them. Like you touched limbs with them. You got through this tight crowd, and then you got through to Wilshire, which from last episode, there were fucking zombies all over Wilshire, and there still are. But they're just kind of like mindless, and they're not.
I thought we were like walking in the stream, like we were a part of the stream.
No.
We're just walking.
Yeah, you're walking. You kind of pass some zombies here and there, and
Cool.
but they don't notice you. It's all
I
good.
thought we were being just like a little sneaky.
No. I mean, it's still pretty sneaky.
A little sneaky.
Oh, that's right. Fucking A. Okay. So you're walking towards UCLA.
Okay.
And Peter says, so what was your day like?
It's been like hours, right? Like since I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is all one day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta just like recount. I woke up. I got a text from a friend. We're trying to find him, and then my other friends. We all met up. We had to survive a little fight with some zombies. We met up with a southerner who had some.
Where's the friend you're trying to find?
He's in the gym. No, that's not right.
At UCLA?
Yeah, UCLA.
The Wooden Center?
The Wooden Center. That's exactly where he is. At first he was locked in the bathroom, and then he somehow got out, got better cell service, and yeah, he texted us. He's in the gym.
The gym is a hotbed. Your friend might be in trouble.
Oh shit. Do you know a quick way to get over there?
Well, we're on the way now.
All right. Is it a little like hotbed as in dangerous for us, or just for him at the moment?
Well, we're not sure.
Oh man. I think
Because the situation is a little more there isn't just these roamers, we call them.
Is there leaders?
Well, we've seen some other funky, some crazy ass motherfuckers, says
Like-
Ben.
I Ben, and I say I've seen a few crazy ass motherfuckers, but they weren't zombies.
Well, we're not sure. I don't think these guys are all human, but I don't know if you've noticed, but the virus has affected people in different ways. And
Yes.
so we don't really know what's possible and what's not possible, and it seems like out here in the open, it's mostly these roamers, but I've heard bad stories about Wooden.
Oh, dear God. Yeah, I mean, just so you're aware, like one of my friends has superpowers, super strength. He got. I woke up with this ugly ass mug, and he woke up. He woke up with the ability to jump 50 feet off of a car hood.
Is that all that happened to your friend?
He's just buff. He just got super buff. Strengths. He's a strength man now. He's
Any sores on his skin?
heavy. Not that I'm aware of or remember. And then the other buddy, he's just his intellect plus 10. You know. He
We've got some of those here.
yeah.
And Ben says, "Yeah, I woke up feeling like my IQ just jumped 50 points."
But you also look like a zombie.
Yes.
Oh God, he has it all. Ben, how are your feats these days? How's your strength? How you flex for me?
So Peter says, "Well, maybe we should stop by the lab first because it's at a certain kind of epicenter at UCLA, and we actually have some access to the security system, and could maybe see what's going on the cameras. See what we can do. See how bad it is there."
Yeah, sounds like a grand plan.
All right, so you guys walk, another several blocks. Probably takes 10, 15 minutes.
All right.
And then how familiar are you with the campus of UCLA?
I know,
Some general things.
some general like the store is next to those steps that lead up to the library, or
Close enough.
a clock tower. Anyway, then there's those big central main steps that lead up to the same area.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that area. There's also the field. I know the field. That's off to the left though. If you're coming from that shopping center.
There's a lot of fields. There's a lot of steps. We'll just say you have a very general knowledge.
Very general. Isn't that a library? Wasn't that a library?
The steps that lead up, the store with the steps, there's Ackerman
Yeah.
and the main kind of Bruin Plaza with the statue of the bear.
Yep. That's where the shop is. And then to the left of the bear is the IM field, I thought.
There's an IM field near there, and that's where the Wooden Center is.
Oh, okay.
And then the main steps, Jan steps, leads up to Powell, which is it's not a clock tower. It's like two bell towers, and then a bell on top of Powell Library.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Anyway, I just love this school. Anyway, before you get to any of that, you're kind of on the south side of campus.
Okay.
South campus, if you will, and you walk into a large building. Peter has to punch in a key code to get in.
Okay.
And then once you get in, you walk over to see an elevator, but he says, the power here is a little shaky, so we'll take the stairs. And you guys take the stairs down.
Great. Into the steps.
You go down 4 flights. You go in at ground level, you go down 4 flights.
Down 4. Deep in the basement.
There are more flights downward, but you get off.
Do we come across any roamers on these stairs in here?
No, there's no one inside.
We're past the key code. There's nothing in there. Okay.
As you kind of go north in the campus, Wilshire seemed to be a big epicenter. So you get less and less zombies as you go north.
Okay.
Okay. My God. Why do I even look at this fucking thing? So you get off. We'll call it level -4.
Yeah. Sounds great.
And you walk into this. There's a hallway.
Are they about to do experiments on me? Oh, son of a bitch.
And you're put on a table immediately and cut into.
GG. It's been a fun night.
You done fucked up. No, it's just a hallway, and all of a sudden there's more noises. You can hear things happening. It smells kind of hospitally. It smells kind of labby.
Sterile-y,
Yeah. You got those fluorescent lights.
Yummy.
He says, "Okay, welcome to the lab."
Oh wow. Welcoming. Yeah.
He says, Ben says, "Hey, sorry, boss, I gotta go take a piss," and he goes off.
Hey, boss.
Peter goes, "Let me give you the grand tour," and he there's a door on the left.
Ben leaves.
Yeah, Ben just walks down the hallway, and you see him take a ride or something.
Okay. Chill.
Your first door on the left, as you walk in, he says, "Here's kind of."
Hey, wait. I gotta go pee too. Gotta go pee real fast. Can I follow Ben?
Sure.
Yeah, I follow Ben to the bathroom.
He says it's follow Ben. It's the second door on your right. So you follow Ben.
Do I see Ben in there?
Yeah, he's taking a piss at the urinal.
All right, cool. I go to the urinal, 2 urinals away, and I piss. Try to piss. I don't know if I have to piss.
You probably do. Yeah. Although you're pretty thirsty. Keep in mind, you're thirsty and hungry.
Oh, after I pee, I take a big old slurp from that
Faucet.
sink.
Ben goes, "Oh, thirsty boy, huh?"
Yeah, also very hungry. If you guys have any spam or any raw meat around, I would thoroughly enjoy that.
Yeah. The room that Peter was showing you, that's where that all would be.
Oh, great. Let's go back that way. All right, sweet.
How are you feeling? He says.
A little fatigued. It's been a day, feeling pretty hungry, feeling pretty worn down. But I got shit to do. Who knows what the fuck is happening. I just gotta keep my head on a swivel.
He says, "Hey, where'd you go to school?"
I went to UC Santa Barbara.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man.
I heard it's a good school.
Yeah, great school. Yeah. You were a Bruin, I assume.
No, well, just for graduate school.
Just forgot. Where'd you go to undergrad?
University of Arizona.
Oh, U of A. My sister went there. Bear down.
He gives you a nice face. Okay.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, help yourself at the lounge.
The lounge.
There's a lot of raw pork and beef in there.
Wow. Is this a thing that everybody's been munching on?
Well, so the ones who were affected in that way.
Oh, you guys are doing all the studies. Yeah, let's head on down that way.
Look, man, we take action here at UCLA.
I like that.
That's what I hear.
I like that about you folk.
So we walk back out. Ben goes over to. So as you walk into the bathroom, you're now further into the lab, and from the bathroom exit, you can see like the proper lab. There's like tables and counters and Bunsen burners and shit going on.
Science.
And Ben walks over to one of the people doing research or whatever.
Okay. I
Starts talking with them
started heading towards Peter
at the lounge.
at the lounge.
Okay, he's already in there. He's helping himself to some coffee. He says, "Hey, help yourself to any food in here.
Oh yeah.
Kick your feet back. There's a couple couches in there."
Before he even finishes his sentence, I'm trying to stuff my face with as much meat as possible.
Cool.
Yeah. Hungry boy.
Man, you didn't get much food out there in the wilderness, did you?
No, not enough. Not this prime raw meat.
Did
What is this? Is this pig? Is this dog?
top shelf is pork.
Pork.
Middle shelf is beef. We're running out of beef.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
These people love beef. I am a chicken man myself. I came into this vegetarian and I said, you know what? If I'm going to be eating this raw meat to survive, I'm going to go chicken. Less impact on the environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess so.
So,
Fucking
I'm still
Peter's
hungry.
a self-righteous piece of shit. All right.
So what do? You dig into beef?
Yeah, I dig straight into the beef as much as I can.
Okay. He says, all right, let's continue the tour.
I take a handful of beef to go,
In your hand.
just in my hand. Raw beef.
Man, you're really role-playing zombie there, aren't you, huh?
Blood just like dripping away.
Come check out the security room.
Revitalizing.
We might be able to find your buddy.
Am I getting like energy from this meat? Am I getting like feeling good about it? Am I just like eating just like, oh God, it feed me?
You were on the border. Like, if you get too hungry, you start basically losing hit points.
Oh.
So you're not really gaining. I'd say,
Not like gaining HP. I'm just saying, like, am I gaining energy? Is it revitalizing me in any way that's like,
Yeah.
I can feel it?
I would say yes, absolutely. You're
remember-
feeling much better.
Wasn't the spam just kind of like,
Spam is okay.
yeah,
But again, it's very processed. And,
right. Too far away from the raw good stuff.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah, right. And you would start rolling more poorly if you got too hungry and all this. So this is good stuff.
This is good stuff.
He shows you into the room across the hall, which is on the right if you walked in, because you were just on the left.
Right across the hall.
And it's a little bit like architect-y from the Matrix room. There's kind of screens everywhere.
Oh wow. Like, okay, yeah, I have a nice image.
Right? Not that many screens, but there's a lot of screens. And
Enough to notice.
There's a guy there sitting at the counter, and there's like a microphone like this on the counter, and there's some buttons and shit, and there's all kinds of switches, and
Whoa.
at this point, look at my dice.
Dice. We're about to be rolling some shit.
That was your passive perception. So from now on, when you enter rooms and such, if you want to see if you notice people's motives and things,
Do I notice the guy who
Roll
was sitting
D20.
in there?
yeah. That's all right in your face. What'd you just roll?
18.
Oh, 18 on perception. Okay, yeah, you see the screens. You notice they are cameras on campus. You take note of the microphone and a.
What's the guy look like? What's he?
Oh, he's another average Joe.
All right.
He's pretty short, and
Pretty hairy guy?
he's Cuban.
He's Cuban. I straight up was like, he's going to say Filipino. I really thought you were going to say Filipino.
We're injecting diversity.
I knew it. I was waiting for that line. I'm just going to.
Look, I'm not hiding from it.
That's great.
We got 3 white guys who are the main characters, so
it.
we're mixing that shit up.
I get it.
The real question is like, how much do I dive into the accents and such
the way they
without
look
being
and sound.
offensive? Just the most fucking Cuban guy you've ever seen.
He's eating a Cubano. Literally tan as fuck. Open shirt.
In general, I'm gonna like just very slight changes in accent, or or like
Whatever.
voice.
It doesn't matter.
So he says, "Oh, hey Pete, how's it going? New blood, fresh blood, looking pretty fresh,
I just.
pretty fresh."
I stay pretty quiet as I just let Pete do the talking.
Interesting. Roll a d20 again.
Great fail.
Okay.
Right out the gates.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh,
You don't
boy.
see that. Fuck.
I should have seen that.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
My God. All right. We'll call that one event that could have happened that didn't. Roll again.
Wow.
There's a lot happening on these cameras.
5.
Oh boy. Okay.
God, that one's so much better.
Peter says, okay, well let's take a look. What's going on here? Hey Emilio. Can you pull up
Yo, oil me.
Can you pull up the cameras of the Wooden Center? And the cameras kind of flash all of a sudden. And you start looking at the cameras. Roll again.
Oh boy.
You start looking at the screens. The hell is that?
10.
Okay. Fucking A. Finally, average.
I see something.
Because it's right in the screen. There's you see Gary in one of the cameras.
Oh, is he? What's he doing?
He's in a bathroom.
He's in the bathroom still?
Yeah, he's prone on the ground.
Prone. Mm-hmm. Is he awake?
He's asleep. He's got his hands like this,
Oh, so he's like peacefully asleep.
and he's on the nasty tile ground, but he's got his feet to the door,
Oh, okay. So if it tries to open, he knows. Okay.
and yeah, and that's Gary.
Okay, do I see if he's like peed himself or anything?
You only roll a 10, my friend. If you're gonna embarrass the DM, it's gonna need to roll higher than that. I don't think he would have peed himself.
I don't think he would have.
I don't think I would have peed myself.
I go, shit, man. That's my buddy. Where's that at?
You know, I'm not super familiar with the system. Emilio goes, I think it's just one of the bathrooms. I mean, there's only a few bathrooms in the center.
Is there a way that we can talk to him through that microphone of yours?
Indeed, there is.
Indeed. I don't say that. I just go, hey, Emilio, I would love to wake my buddy up with a quick word from a friend.
Okay.
It's going to be a very loud spike that you just...
Oh, my bad. Sorry, listeners. He presses this big button right next to the mic, and he says, say whatever you want.
Is that, wait, no. Is that going to every speaker, though?
Yep. Wait, hold on. He thinks. No, I think so.
Is his finger still on it as he's going, I think so. I lean into the mic. I go, hey Gary, it's Matt. We're coming for you.
Gary does not move from a whisper.
Hey Gary.
Through it. He's sitting there. He shakes.
Gary, hey Gary, buddy. Hey Gary.
He sits up.
Gary,
all
it's
of a
okay.
sudden. He's
Gary, it's
looking
okay.
all around. He's
No
looking
stress.
all around.
Gary, we can see you. There's cameras. It's Matt.
He looks up at the camera.
Yeah. Hey man, it's Matt.
And
do I see a reaction? And
you see him react.
Yeah.
But you can't hear him.
We can't hear you. If you have anything to write, maybe some feces, some blood. Give me.
See his face. Like the camera can see. I'm now in character. He goes.
Gary, I know, it's frustrating. I don't want to tell you where we are. I don't want to give that. Everybody can hear us right now. But it's just me right now. But I'm with some good folk. We're gonna come get you. So stay put. Don't stress. We'll come get you. Just go back to the bed. Go back to sleep. Sleep.
I just roll my eyes. I'm just like,
it's better than nothing. What do you want, Gary? What do you want? I say that in the mic. I'm like, Gary, it's better than nothing. At least you know we're here. You piece of shit.
I go. He thinks for a second. Oh, he goes.
Do you know sign language, Gary? Can you send me some letters?
Okay, he thinks. This is. I'm now Gary thinking on the spot because I haven't thought of this. He goes over to the soap dispenser. Oh. I guess I'm just imagining now because when I was picturing it, I could see that some of the bathroom counters and the mirror were in the frame.
I can see that.
Yeah, you can see me and so you can see the mirror. So I go over to the mirror, I get some soap, I start spelling out. I spell out unlock door. You can read that.
Okay. The door is locked. Yeah. Okay.
I'm nodding.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, we'll go see if we can find the keys and come get you. If anything, you're stuck in there, so suck it up.
Emilio says, we actually have a way to unlock it remotely. And then Peter says, Emilio, I don't know if that's a good idea. We're not totally sure how the system works. The power's a little sketchy.
Is this in the mic?
No, this is outside the mic. Emilio has let go of the button. Sorry. So Peter says, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's better if we would just get him ourselves.
Is this is it like a code or is it like it's a master unlock for all doors?
Yeah, well, we were able to use it. We've seen it used in both ways. We've seen it unlock specific doors, and then we were able to rig it so it would lock all the doors because we figured the locked doors would kind of compartmentalize all the zombies and all the parts of the campus.
For sure.
So we don't necessarily want to jeopardize all the different parties. And to be honest, who knows what's on the other side of the door where Gary is?
Right. Yeah. We can't see that. There's no camera for that.
Emilio, can we see what's on the other side of the doors?
Emilio, come on.
And he's like, I don't work here, man. I don't know how this stuff works. And he kind of is cycling through. Roll a d20.
Oh boy.
That's 2 ones.
That's 2 ones.
That's
I'm-
pretty quick.
I'm putting that mic.
He
I'm
goes,
putting that-
yeah, I
putting
have no fucking idea.
that one away.
The beauty of having all these dice to choose from. So you don't know. You don't know what's on the other side of the door.
Balls. Do we have a physical key that we can unlock that with? Because if we can't master unlock it, we got to unlock it one door at a time.
I don't know. We don't have it here. We don't have any physical keys here. I imagine they're at the Wooden Center. Somewhere in the offices there.
Are there any cameras that are showing the rest of the Wooden Center that I can see?
Yeah, I mean, there's cameras hither and thither. I don't think there are any in the offices because that's like the employers' rooms.
But the I don't know, like the gym, the center itself, like
Yeah, he cycles through some random cameras and there's zombies all over the place.
oh god. Okay.
Not like not like toe to toe, but there's kind of pretty much in every frame.
Jesus Christ.
And then actually, as you're looking at one of them, you see it's like the proper like gym, like the weight room.
Do I see a zombie working out?
No. Well, the thought crossed my mind. It just doesn't make any sense. But one of the cameras goes static all of a sudden. The one on the left at the weight room
In the weight room.
just goes static. And Amelia goes, "Oh! Shit, that's not good." Look, man, I wouldn't touch that gym with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to scare Gary, and his door's locked. So I'm going to let him be. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Fuck. Do we have any weapons?
Not really.
Not really.
We're just scientists. We've just been doing the science.
If we unlock all the doors, can we just relock them very quickly?
Ooh.
Is it like a quick on-off thing?
Maybe. I mean,
I don't want to just try this out and kill Gary.
if you roll high enough, I mean... Amelia goes, "If you roll high enough, I'll unlock any fucking door in this place."
But is that like a persuasion? Is that like a, hey, Amelia, try unlocking that door?
No, I mean, we're just trying...
I take a bite of this meat. I'm just like, fuck. Oh, man. Do we just have to go down there? Just have to go see what it is for ourselves? Peter, is Ben with us, or is it just Peter?
Ben is not with you.
Peter, you interested in helping a fellow brewing out?
Sorry, I cannot do that.
Oh, shit.
I'm running the show here, and like I said, pretty dangerous. I wouldn't recommend you going either.
You're making this hard, Gary. Making this
And you're not necessarily meant to
making this hard.
do anything, right? You're just playing Matt Rosen.
Yeah. And but I'm seeing a friend in distress, I just don't even know from here, like, do I just derp and wait? Like, do I see Josh?
You see Gary, he's now waving at the camera.
He is waving?
Yeah, he's kind of like expecting a response because he knows you can talk. And all he did was put 2 words, and now there's been all this silence.
Oh. Emilio, hit that button.
He hit it.
The doors are locked, Gary. We get it. We can't unlock them right now. There's, you're in a fucking shithole.
He shoots himself in the head.
That situation in the gym over there is, I shouldn't say that. That situation you're at ain't so hot. The situation you're in isn't so hot. I don't want to say the gym. Yeah, the situation you're in ain't so hot. So we're gonna leave you locked because if we unlock you, it won't be pretty.
Okay.
And I don't think you have anything in there to protect yourself with. So, yeah.
And he goes,
Is there?
and he walks out of frame.
Oh.
Yeah, he goes as if he was thinking of something, and he walks out of frame.
Type. Do I see Josh and Harris on any of these cameras? Are they on campus?
You don't, because you roll a crit fail.
Touche. All right. Well, what can we do around here to like help the situation? Peter, how can I help? Like, I don't think I can help Gary right now.
That's true. You could be able to help us, though.
What do you need? Because there's a lot of shit going on right now. I'm very confused. I just like need to be doing something.
Well, as I've said before, we've been trying to get to the bottom of what this virus does. We've been doing testing, and any extra sample works.
You need some of my cum. Is that what you need, Peter?
Do you actually say that?
Yeah.
You go, no, although that could technically work. It's easier to take blood, though. We just need some DNA.
Yeah, you know what, Peter? I'm okay with that.
Okay, and you said you had other friends, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know where they are. Didn't see them on any of those cameras because I'm blind as fuck. But yeah, there's two of them. Bigger guy and a Hawaiian guy.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll you can kind of hang out for a little bit. I gotta take care of some errands here real quick. Then we'll grab some of that blood and keep an eye on the cameras. Maybe the situation will change. But I mean, not much else to say. As long as you're here, you're safe at least.
Yeah, I guess. I decide to like peek around a little bit. Like Peter leaves, I assume.
Yeah. He goes into the lounge and starts talking with someone.
Does he say like I'll be back in like 10 minutes?
Yeah, he gives you 10 minutes.
Yeah, I follow him out without. I mean, I wait a second and I go out and I just like kind of go down the hall, peek my head into certain doors. Scoping.
In the corner of the lab, so ultimately, I mean, it's not a huge
It's a lab and a lounge.
area. Yeah, there's the lab, there's the lounge, there's the room, there's the bathroom, and there's this other final corner room, which is like you'd have to cross the lab to get there.
Like through the lab?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I go there.
And as you're walking, as you're approaching the door, you're going with the intention of going in.
Yeah.
One of the lab assistants says, "Hey, you probably don't want to go in there. It's a little dicey."
Well, what do you mean?
Well, they're doing a lot of tests on animals and such in there. It's just not very pleasant.
Oh,
To be completely honest.
what are they doing in there?
Well, we're just all these serums that we're testing. We're trying to figure out. We're trying to crack the code here.
Okay,
And
okay.
you know, we've got a lot of candidates for what exactly is targeting what parts of the DNA, what's mutating, et cetera, et cetera. And we have, these various serums here, and she points to like all these different colored vials on the counter, and they're labeled like kind of cryptically. And they say, I don't know if you talked to Peter, but how different people have exhibited different things, and some people aren't affected at all. And yeah. So testing that on animals, sometimes it yields unpleasant results, unless you've got a stomach for that kind of thing.
I know myself, and I don't.
You don't have a stomach for that
I
kind
don't
of
know.
thing?
Some mutated animals?
Did Peter ask for your blood?
He did, yeah.
You gonna give it to him?
I am, yeah. Do you have an opinion about that?
Hey, where'd you go to school?
UC Santa Cruz.
She goes.
Just getting weird vibes from this chick.
She goes, "Is that so?" Because my brother said you said that you went to UC Santa Barbara.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did. Yeah. You were just giving me some creepy vibes. I just thought I'd throw you off a little bit. But you know what? Thanks for calling me out. I appreciate the honesty.
What creepy vibes? You're the one lying to me.
You're the one making this all cryptic and scary.
I'm telling you what's happening here. I'm trying to figure out if I can trust you.
Yeah, you just got a funny little way of speaking.
Is it because I sound like I'm a man trying to sound like a girl? Because I get that a lot, and I think it's bullshit.
Yes, it is. It is exactly.
My name's Anastasia.
Anastasia.
She sticks her hand out.
It's 2018. Her name is Anastasia.
Fuck it, dude.
Born in 1990.
She sticks her hand out.
I'm Matt.
She says,
Sorry for lying back there. I just felt I was a little shook.
She says, oh man. You know what? You just met a new friend. Let's take a wine break.
Oh, okay.
Bangarang.